Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture 2 of computer network. In previous lectures, we have studied about what is basic of computer network, what are topologies, what are protocols. Now here we are going to learn in detail about the physical topology. As we already know that physical topology is basically interconnection of various networking devices which we can see easily, and hence we can easily tell about the structure of interconnection of computer network. Now, whenever we divide physical topology into some examples or into some real life representations, then physical topology which we can see is generally divided into the 5 categories. First is star topology, second is bus topology, next is ring topology, next is fourth one is mesh topology, and the last one is tree topology. As I told you, and the name as it is already mentioned, it 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 is very obvious that star topology shows an arrangement of a basic star, bus topology like a bus arrangement, ring topology like a ring arrangement, mesh topology forming a closed mesh of interconnection between all the devices, and tree, it is a kind of tree network or tree topology where we are forming root node, its child node to its subsequent child nodes. Now let us discuss about these topology one by one. First is your star topology. Star topology, few basic points are mentioned over here. I am going to learn one by one. First is devices are connected to a central computing device or central computer known as hub. Second point, a star network is particularly appropriate for organizations that require a centralized database or centralized processing facility. For example, a star network may be used in the banking system for centralized recording in an online branch office environment. So it is basically few points which are very important related to star topology. In the first point, it is mentioned that in star topology, we often talk about a device known as hub. Hub is basically a networking devices which is central connecting devices, and this device is non-intelligent. In the subsequent lecture, we will be discussing what are hubs, why they are not intelligent, and their related properties in detail. So here we are restricted towards star topology. It is nothing but a star kind of connections, and the central connecting device is known as hub. Now, next to the first slide, we are showing a second slide here. We are showing a representation of few computers, a printer, a central connecting devices. All those are forming a star-like network, and we can physically see it. Hence, it is star topology, which is under the physical topology. Now, next point. Star topology advantages, disadvantages are oftenly asked in the examinations. Let us talk about them one by one. First is, it is easy to add new node and remove new nodes. New nodes can be added very easily and other nodes can be removed very easily in case of star topology. Second point, a node failure does not bring let down the entire network. It's easy to understand. Next point, it is easier to diagnose network problems through a central hub. Let's verify all these 3 points with the previous representation of star topology. First, it is easy to add new and remove nodes. Let's verify it. Here here we here we are showing some systems, some computers. Here, if suppose we are going to remove this topmost system, then it will not be a tough task. We can easily remove it, and none other systems will be affected by this removal. Similarly, some other device can be entered into this configuration using these ports, and these ports are under the hubs. So whatever device externally wants to attain this particular star topology has to be configured this through these ports, and hence this will lead to the formation of star topology and interconnection of new devices in the existing star topology. Now, second point, a node failure does not let down the entire network. This can easily be verified. If suppose this particular link fails, there are 5 links shown over here: first link, second link, third link, fourth link, fifth link. If suppose this first link fails, that it will not at all hamper other links, and it will never affect the network transfer of information. So this is verification of second point. Now third point, it is easier to diagnose network problems through a central hub. It is very easy because we have a central device called as hub, which is non-intelligent in case of star topology generally. So we can easily diagnose network problems through a central hub. Whatever problem faces inside this star topology will be forming through this particular central hub, and hence those can be traced using this central connecting device or central hub. Now I want to tell you one thing. It is not necessary that this particular device should be a hub. It can be a switch also. Now the thing is, what is switch, what is hub, and what is subsequent networking devices? Those we will be studying in detail in the next lectures. So let us limit ourselves to this particular discussion only. Now let's talk about the disadvantages of star topology. It's very easy to understand. If this particular central device fails, then this whole network will be of no use. So this is the main disadvantage of star topology. If the central hub fails, the whole network will be fail, and hence network ceases to function. It costs more to cable a star configuration than other topologies because more cabling is required. It can easily be verified because here we are showing 5 links for 5 connecting devices, and if suppose we are keep increasing those devices to 100 to 200, then the cabling cost will be increasing and increasing, and hence it will lead to more and more cost. So this is another disadvantage. Now come to the second. This is bus topology. As the name suggests, it will be a kind of physical topology structure which is related to bus. In bus, we often see passengers are sitting on the left and right side, and a common path over there through which passenger moves from one end to another end. In the same way, in case of bus topology, we will be having a common interconnection or common bus through which many devices can be configured or connected. Now, it's easily to verify and to understand through the given representation of bus network topology. Here we are showing a simple representation where 5 devices are connected to a common bus network or common backbone bus, and hence forming a bus topology. Now come to advantage. It is reliable in very small network and easy to use and understand. It requires the least amount of cable to connect to the computers together, and hence less expensive than other cabling arrangements. This is important point because here we can see that there can be many devices connected to this bus system or backbone system through this particular line or through this particular backbone, and hence the cabling cost will be lesser, very lesser. Now come to disadvantage. First disadvantage is heavy network traffic can slow a bus considerably. It's easy because if we keep adding devices to this particular bus, it will be heavy loaded, and hence the network will be having lesser efficiency or lesser performance. Or if it get overloaded, then the performance will be reduced. Now, second disadvantage is each connection between cable weakens the electrical signal. Now, it can easily be verifiable because if we keep increasing the devices through this particular bus backbone, then between each interconnection between the device and the bus backbone, an electric interference may occur, and hence there will be some network loss or some network loss in terms of data transmission. So these are two disadvantages. Now come to the next, which is ring topology. In ring topology, the network cable passes from one node to another until all nodes are connected in the form of a loop or in the form of a ring. As the name suggests, we will be having many connecting devices and they will be connected in a form of ring or in a form of loop. Transmission in one direction of information, it is highly useful in case of LANs and WANs, wide area networks. Now, come to the ring topology representation. As the name suggests, and we already studied, that various devices will be forming a ring kind of network. Here we can see 4 computers are connected in a form of ring. The message flow or the transmission of flow is one side. Here it is defined as a clockwise movement of information. This computer will transfer to computer next computer will transfer to its immediate next, and this immediate next will be transferring information to its immediate next computer. So this will form a ring kind of network. Now, ring topology advantages are mentioned over here. Ring networks can span longer distances than other types of networks. Ring networks are easily extendables. Now, I want to tell you very important point about ring topology. Ring topology is a widely used term in case of ISDN networks or PSTN networks. What exactly is ISDN or what exactly is PSTN? We will be discussing in subsequent lectures. And one more thing is that ring topology is highly useful in case of optical fiber arrangement, because in optical fiber arrangement we will be having two directional flow process of message or information. First is in anti-clockwise, second is in clockwise direction. So in case of clockwise direction gets fails or it gets disturbed, then anti-clockwise connection will be working, and hence there will be no stop or no breaking of flow of information or flow of message between any interconnecting devices. Hence, I again want to tell you ring topology is very useful technology and topology in real life applications such as ISDN networks, such as your telephonic networks, such as your optical fiber arrangement, and hence those things will be discussed in detail in the subsequent lectures. These 2 points are very simple and there is nothing very much conceptual to discuss about these 2 points. Now let's move to its disadvantage. Disadvantage is it is difficult to install. The failure of one computer on the computer can affect the whole network. Adding or removing computer can disrupt the network. It's all 3 points can easily be verified here. If suppose this computer gets fails, then this transmission will be affected, and hence if any device gets fails in ring topology, then overall transmission gets disturbed. Second point, failure of one computer can affect the whole network. This is already defined, already we explained it. Last is adding or removing computers can disrupt the network. It's easy because if suppose we remove these two computers, or after that we are going to add one more or two more or three more computers, then configuring them in this particular existing ring topology will be a tough task, because if some new system comes over here, then it has to establish an interconnection between its sending portion and its receiving portion of computer. So it is not an easy task, and configuration will lead to a higher complexity. Now come to the mesh topology. As the name suggests, mesh is basically arrangement of computing devices in a kind of mesh where each devices will be connecting to all the remaining devices, and hence it is also known as fully connected or connected with only partial links. Now it is very easy to see over here as a mesh topology. We have some building networks and they are connected towards each other, forming a mesh kind of structure, and hence known as mesh topology. I want to tell everyone that here we are considering building. In the previous examples we considered computers. So the thing is, we can consider any kind of computing device. It can be computer, it can be laptop, it can be a LAN also, but it should form a star kind of structure, it should form a bus kind of structure, it should form a mesh kind of structure, and so on. This is the main thing. Now these are the advantages. Reliability is very high, alternative paths are available, hence it is very easy for network transmission in case of a node gets fails, and it can be verified. Suppose through building 1 to building 4 direct link gets fails, then building 1 to building 4 we have many other different paths through which communication can be established. Now second is yields the greatest amount of redundancy the event that one of the nodes fails, where network traffic can be redirected to another node. And this is very simple. If suppose building 2 network get congested or get overloaded through other devices, through other communicating devices, then in that particular case, if suppose building 3 wants to transfer some information to building 4, then it will identify that building 2 is already congested, then it will not going to access this particular path or any path through building 2 network, and it will choose some other path to reach to building 4 network or to transfer some information to building 4 network. Now the disadvantage is the cost of installation and maintenance is high. More cable is required than of any configuration. This is very simply mentioned point, and it can be easily understand that cost of installation will be high because between each device a pair is there, and hence lot of configuration will be required, and hence lot of cables will be required, and hence it is more complex. Now, tree topology. Tree topology connects one star network to another star network or some other networks to some other network, but they should form a star network. Generally, we talk about star network forming a tree topology. However, many other networks can connect it in a manner so that they can form a tree topology. It is extension of star topology. As I told you, generally we talk about star topology, hence we generally say that it is an extension of star topology. Here we divided the whole network into segments which can be easily managed and maintained. It's a best example of tree topology. Here two star topologies forming together, and hence it is an extended version of star topology. However, we can see that here we are using bus topology also. So I said you that tree topology means a kind of tree structure, and trees structure means those can be configured through tree kind of formation, using star topology or bus topology or through some other topology. However,